Hi. So last week I picked up a new bike, finally, after 10 years. So I decided to put together a quick little unboxing video. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. Okay, so unboxing video of my new bike. This is a Specialized SL6 that I just bought. Some good deals going on. Let's take a look what we got in the box. It was inspected and it looks pretty good. It was shipped to my house via FedEx. Looks like we got the saddle, some assembly instructions. Set this here. Front wheel. Okay, looks like they give you a little wrench. You actually do get the pedals. These are flat pedals, we won't be using those. Some spacer for the headstock. Special tool for the torque, the cheap little torque wrench. Some assembly grease. And the manual for the bike. So put this back away. Okay, we have an assembly guide, road and gravel in English. My Okay, so it's set up in the bike stand. It's very important as you don't clamp it here. This is just balanced. It's just holding it so it won't fall out, so I can unwrap the rest of these pieces. Once I put the seat post in, I'll clamp it into the bike stand properly. they do a really nice job protecting the bike and the frame in the box. We're going to save all these pieces, and I'll actually put the bike up on the cycling forum and see if there's anybody that wants that box, and photos of how to repack the bike, so in case they travel they can take this. I just won't throw this out. I'll save all the pieces. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. This is the Specialized Tarmac SL6. It's their lower spec. There's an SL7 and an SL8 that are quite a bit out of my price range. This bike was on sale for $3,000. I typically, over the last 10 years, have ridden a Specialized LA. I've got over 40,000 miles on that bike. It performed fantastic. I was going to buy another LA, the newer one, but for the same price because of the sales and the bargains they have going on right now, I was able to pick up a Tarmac for the same price. So of course I went with that. I like the color. It's got the Shimano 105 group set, hydraulic disc brakes, carbon seat post. I've got some speed plate pedals I'll be putting on. So for now, that's what comes out of the box. This is still needs to get set up to my specs. I've got some dimensions for the seat height and the reach, the handlebar stack. I need to set all that up, and that'll take some time. But for now, this is what we have. Okay. Well, thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video. So hi. So we finished the unboxing video, and I figured I would add to it. So this is a continuation of kind of a review of the bike after it's gone together. What I needed to do for adjustments. I've taken it for a ride, and I just want to kind of go over a few things that weren't included in the previous part of the video. So the first thing is coming out of the box. If you had purchased this bike and you're not familiar with putting a bike together, you probably want to bring it to a bike shop or have Specialized ship it to a bike shop for them to go through the bike for you, assemble it, and then make all the adjustments. I didn't do that because I'm capable of doing all the maintenance myself. I've got all the tools, I've got years of experience. So I had the bike shipped directly to me. I unboxed it as you saw in the video, and then I assembled it and made all the adjustments. So because I made all those adjustments and because it didn't come from a bike shop, there's a lot of little fiddly things that I had to do. Of course, basic things are you need to pump up the tires. Right, so the tires got the proper air pressure in them. Had to oil the chain, clean and oil the chain. So this is all set. I installed my pedals. I had mentioned earlier that I was going to get some speed plate pedals. So these are, this is what I ride on all my bikes. So all my shoes and cleats are all speed plate compatible. So the adjustments I had to make were the seat height. So I had a bike fit done a while ago, and I just continue to transfer those dimensions to whatever bike I'm riding. so it's no different for this purchase, for this bike. So I had to adjust the seat height, the angle, the stack height to the handlebar, right? So you want to get your seat angle, and then your drop. You want to measure your height from your handlebars to your center of your wheel, the center of your crank to your seat, your reach. So this is all set now for me. I've taken it for a couple of rides. Feels really good. What's different between this bike and my other bike I've been riding for years is the group set. This has got a Shimano group set. It's got a hydraulic braking system with very tall hoods. The SRAM that I've been riding for years has much shorter hoods, so I'm kind of used to that. So there were a few adjustments I needed to make before I could ride the bike. And one thing was when I put the wheels on and gave them a spin, they weren't lined up in the center, and they weren't straight. I mean, they were okay, but they weren't perfect, right? You want them to be centered within your chain stays and seat stays, and you want the wheel to run true. So I needed to make some adjustments on the wheels. So those are all set, front and back. Then when I started riding it, I had to make adjustments to the front derailleur and the rear derailleur. They were close, but they were clicking. They weren't nice and smooth, but they are now. So these are all set. I added the 2 bottle cages. I like to carry a pump. I don't use CO2 on my road bikes. I do bring CO2 on my gravel bike, but I've got a pump that I added. I added my mount for the Garmin. I have on order an out front Garmin mount. That should be in the next couple of days. But overall, I kind of like this bike. Now that it fits properly with the right bike fit, it's very comfortable. It's about a pound, close to 2 pounds lighter than my previous bike. I had, like I said, it had the 2012 Specialized LA. That's an aluminum frame bike. This bike came with, in its spec, the Shimano 105 group set. It's, of course, the Tarmac is a carbon frame bike, carbon seat post, and it's got the DT Swiss wheels. Right, so the R470, they're a low-end spec wheel. Like most bikes you purchase, unless you're going to get one of the high-end spec bikes, one of the first things you might want to do is upgrade the wheels. But these wheels will be fine for now. Maybe the next year or so I'll consider that. But my overall impression is it's a very good bike. I got a nice little card from Specialized when I opened up the box, and it said, "Hey Doug, congratulations on your new Tarmac, PJ." So thank you, PJ, over at Specialized, for packing up my bike for me. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with this. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like these videos, feel free to subscribe and like, and we'll see if I can get an on-the-road ride video one of these days. We'll have to see. Okay, thank you very much.